This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer Reaction. I've been a huge fan of the work of Vincenzo Natali for a while. He first came on the scene with 1997's Cube, or I should say, first came under my radar for 1997's Cube. And this movie has always impressed me. It's struck me as a very intelligent, wicked little movie. Love Cube. And his work is always interesting and thought-provoking. Not everything works. For instance, Splice, which was produced by the great Guillermo del Toro, didn't quite sync. It didn't quite come together in the manner I thought that it should. But it's an interesting movie. He also directed In the Tall Grass, which is on Netflix. Good movie, by the way. If you haven't seen In the Tall Grass, check it out. It's well worth your time. Though he's always been a fascinating director for me, and he's one of those people that if he does a project, I'll see it. If at all possible, I will see it. Though this reaction is not about Vincenzo Natali, sorta, in the sense that I recently learned that there's a Japanese remake of his 1997 movie Cube, and this fascinates me, if only because I don't tend to like remakes. Though Cube is such an interesting movie, and it actually had a very Japanese minimalist aesthetic originally. Though what I'm most curious about is how Cube would look through the eyes of an individual that is not Canadian or American. How will it differ? Even keeping the premise the same, I'm genuinely interested in how this is going to look. And what makes me most curious is that I think it could play as a continuation of Cube, more so than the sequels, which varied in quality, truth be told. I like Hypercube, but I think Hypercube went a little too far too soon. I would have liked to spend more time in the world of Cube as it was originally created. It was an interesting movie. I actually enjoy Hypercube quite a bit. I just think, as I said, too much too soon. Later sequels like Cube Zero went back in time to the origins of the Cube, but I don't think they got it quite right either. And it's worth mentioning, in those movies, Vincenzo Natali played no role at all, as far as I'm aware, which is a pity, because if you ask me, he was the engine that drove Cube. In any case, let's look at the trailer for Cube. It actually looks like Cube.
あなたたち
The original.
何者ですか？
立方体が集まってさらに大きな立方体になっていて自分はコンビニ
大人は嫌いだ。
必ずここを出る会社役員やってますお前がオタオタしてるせいで死ぬとこだったぞこんな無茶苦茶な進み方だとみんな死んじゃいます動いたハッチの中の数字の規則性というかデカルト座標お前ら死ぬぞこれは何かの罰なのか
まだ夢の中とか。
僕ら裏切るしずるいお前あっち側の人間かガラテラ君は黙ってろおいやめろ戻ってきちゃったんです最初の部屋に
Well, that was the trailer for the Japanese remake of Cube, and at least based on that trailer, I'm not sure the point, in that it seems very much a direct translation of Vincenzo Natali's movie, just with a Japanese cast. That seems to me pointless. Now keep in mind, I could be wrong. I'm only judging from a trailer, but based on most of the scenes from the trailer, there's just one when the wires are coming to the portal and you see someone about to be cut, but they stop. That looked really unique to me. The rest of it looks just like Vincenzo Natali's original movie with Japanese people. If that's what it is, it's a waste of time and I am not interested. Conversely, if it brings something new, if, as I said earlier, it takes Cube and puts it under a Japanese lens and responds to things in a Japanese manner, that would be interesting because it would be new. By its very nature, it would have to be new. This, I'm not sure about. Though, what do you think? This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer to Reaction. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know down below. And as usual, consider a like or follow. Peace.